YouTube. As you see by the title, today we will be breaking down my latest drop, the LaFleur bomber jacket. Let's get into it. All right, y'all. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I just rebranded into a luxury fashion line now called Leanne Olivier. And the first piece that I did drop was this bomber jacket. Now, if you're already a subscriber, then you know I always do breakdowns of my latest drop, and today we will be doing this with this bomber jacket. Now, just to get a brief breakdown for anybody that's new watching, my name is Alex Rodez. I'm a fashion designer and creative director for Leanne Olivier and Shoe First Studios. I just love clothes. So if you love clothes and you want help building a brand, figuring out life, and just being comfortable with who you are, then this is the channel for you. But besides all that, let me go ahead and break down my latest piece, okay? So for starters, one thing I always do when creating a piece, I always want to evoke thought. I want somebody to look at the piece and say, what is that? Why is this on there? Things like that. I want it to be a conversation piece. That is one of the main things I always want to focus on when creating something, just because my personal design language and the reason why I make clothes is to create memories. I want somebody to experience something specific whenever they wear something that I create. And if you're watching this video and you own something that I've made, then you know, anytime you wear it, somebody is going to say something to you. The comments can vouch. If you're new here, I guarantee you, if you look at anything I've ever made, I promise you, we make pieces, okay? Now, in regards to the LaFleur bomber jacket, now with Leanne Olivier, my main thing is I'm creating stuff for people that's always on the move. Give me one moment, I just got a text message. Seth, if you're watching this video, stop texting me, I'm making a video. What was I talking about? Good grief. So with Leanne Olivier, I want my pieces to always have something that coexists throughout every single piece. I'm making stuff for people that are on the go, going to events, people that travel. That's what my ideal person wearing Leanne Olivier is doing. They're traveling, going to events, and they are people that demand attention in a room. So if that's you, go check out the website. When creating pieces for individuals like that, I want to tell a story with my piece. I want to have a coexisting motif in most of my pieces, which was going to be this checkered line. I created this motif for the specific reason of it representing life. Let me get in the frame real quick. On this piece specifically, the LaFleur, it is representing seasons of life. Now, some seasons will be fruitful. You'll have a lot of things going on. Life will be going great for you. You're having the time of your life. Now, other times, you may not have stuff going on. You may be down. You may be, not having anything going on. Just, you don't feel like yourself. But throughout life, you always experience this. And that's just what I wanted to represent with this piece specifically. Now, depending on the wearer, some people will view it as that, some people won't. Honestly, most people won't, but that's why I make these videos, just to let people know the story that actually comes behind the pieces that I make specifically. And this is my logo down here. I love this logo. No matter what happens in life, you always end up here. I love my clients, and when you live a Leanne Olivier life, it's just something that always ties back to it. I want you to experience one of the best days, nights of your life while wearing a piece that I created. So whenever you do experience that, you hang this up, every time you look at it, you're like, man, I remember when I was at that one event wearing that jacket, somebody came up to me, boom, boom, boom. And a thing with me, most people, and they can attest to this, most of my clients that do wear my pieces, they'll tell you, like, hey, I was wearing this, I got so many compliments. Like, I love wearing this. It's a self-esteem boost at the end of the day. And I want to be able to create stuff that allows individuals to experience that over and over and over again. Because let's say it's a Friday night, you had a rough day, and in a selfish way, you want to feel good. So if I put this on, I'm gonna get compliments all night. So why not? So that's the thing that I want to do. Now, let's break down the piece. I went cargo pocket on the left side with the zipper as well. 4 pockets right here with the flower motif on it. And then on the back side of the sleeves, we have runching going throughout the entire sleeve on both sides. We got press stud flat pockets on here, just in case you want to have that, if you don't want to put your pockets in. But I did have this extra room as well too, just in case you don't want to have that pocket out. You can tuck it in and have that just with the press stud exposed on there, just to provide another look, as well as a zipper cover on the front. I like to do this on most of my jackets just because it allows you to, hide that zipper and provide a more little formal look, in my opinion. I just love that. And this is another thing that I do like to do. You want to have details throughout the entire piece. With flowers, they're bedded in soil. So you have that drastic switch of color, but it complements each other from the specific flower, the stem, going into the roots. So on the inside lining of the jacket, I did do a brown lining on here. And I just feel like it gives that necessary pop that you're not aware of until you actually open up that jacket. And that's one thing that I do love, just because depending on how you want to style it and wear it, you can have it hanging off the shoulder, providing that contrast of brown color with this piece. Love it a lot. I believe it's like 23 flowers though that are on this jacket specifically. This is a sample though. We have the name, solid name tag on here. On the bulk production, I did take out that white checkered outline on there. I didn't like the way it looked, but outside of that, that is a little floor bomber jacket. Love this piece. I'm glad that it did sell. It is in retail stores as well too. If you don't want to purchase online and you are local, we are in 7 stores currently. We want to have 20 plus, and it's going to happen. But that's that piece. That's a little floor bomber. If you do like that and you do want to wear it, you want to purchase it, you can go to the link. Link will be in the description as well as right here. I'm glad. I love the jacket. I love the fact that I was able to draw my inspiration from what I did. I'm going to put a picture on screen as well too. I was in Galveston, and actually I have a video posted on my channel of when I was in Galveston. I actually found this wall, and that's when I started working on it. But I literally got the idea from looking at a wall that had it's like overgrowth. So like it just had a bunch of leaves that like grew onto the wall, and it had a bunch of flowers on it. And I was like, dang, that would be a cool jacket, or that'd just be a cool piece. And so I literally just took a picture of it, and once I got back home from my birthday trip, I started working on this. And at the time, it wasn't going to be Leanne Olivier, but just throughout life and stuff that was going on at that time, I felt it necessary to transition the brand. And what better way to do that? I love this piece. I will be putting a fit together with this. I just gotta wait for my bulk order to come in. It's currently being held up in customs right now, but once it comes in, I'll be able to drop it. Guys, that's another video of reviewing my latest release. If you've made it to this point in the video, I want to say thank you. Thanks for the support. If you are new here, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, share the video if you want. But this is what I do on a daily basis. I love clothes. This is my life. And I want to be able to provide a platform to allow people to get a different perspective on something that we all share. Everybody has to wear clothes. And, you may not look at it as deep as I do, but I just want to be able to show you that side of things, that if you did want to look at something as deep as I do, that it is a possibility. And, clothes is something, it's the expression at the end of the day. Whether you don't look at it like that or not, it's the way that I do. I just love clothes. I love what clothes are able to do, because like anytime I go out, if I have on a nice outfit, it's a conversation starter. It's an easy way for you to meet somebody. And in today's day and age, a lot of people they're not too fond of that human interaction, but I want to be able to create experiences whether I'm there or not. So me providing pieces like this is able to have, the average wearer experience that what are you wearing type of moment. And that's just what I want to provide. I want to provide that experience because there is a limitless amount of outcomes that can happen with that specific moment. You can meet the love of your life wearing one of these jackets. That's my ultimate goal, is to like be able to provide such a pivotal moment in somebody's life while I'm not there, just based off of these pieces. Conversation pieces is what I want to do, what I want to provide to the world. And it's just me. At the end of the day, that's just what I like to do, man. So if you're still watching now, I really love you. Please subscribe, because I gotta be more consistent on YouTube. So just subscribe to your boy. Once I get to 500 subs, we start making money on YouTube, and then that's a game changer. Now we can upgrade the whole setup. We can upgrade everything. But at this point, I'm really just chatting. I thank you guys so much. Thank you for the support. I love y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. May God bless you and continue to bless you. And I'll see you on the next video. Deuces.